Yes.
Oh, yes.
Database, sir.
Yes, unsa may concern nimo Barnay ha?
Nuwatangan man ko, sir, ba? Unsa gali na, nuwatangan ako balik about sa database, sir.
Mao man niya to lecture karon mao ni database.
Okay, okay, sir. Sige, sir.
Okay. So we are now going to dive into MySqL commands. Okay? Last meeting, actually, nag-leave ko og message sa ato ang classroom kay I was not able to attend to our class, no? Kay there were celebration, no? Very important celebration to attend. So I have to go to the event, okay? So last meeting we also discussed no how to open the MySqL using the console command or using the prompt command or the console, no? Okay, so before we open the console, let me introduce to you the basic MySqL, no, commands, no. So this is the commands that we are going to use when we are going to develop, no, the database. Okay, so in terms of creating database, in terms of creating table into a database. Okay, so in terms of altering table, so we are going to alter, we're going to change, no, or we're going to add the table. So table is entity, so the column in table is the attributes, no, that we were discussing, no, a while. Okay, so we discussed that one like katong ARD na to, no. So in our ARD we call the table as entity, and the attribute we call it in the table as column. So mo na, no. I always mention it to you nga dili mo ma-confuse. It's because they are the same. When we say entity, that's table. When we say attribute, that's column, no, in the database when we implement that one. Okay, so anyway, for the benefits of the doubt, maybe you have not understand yet what is a database. Okay, so a database is a collection of table, okay, or a collection of say entity. Okay, so in one database there are many tables inside in it, no. So for you to know, so this database is object, and inside of it's like a house, no, it's like container. Okay, so if you have container, you can put many things. Okay, so same in database. Say for example, if you're going to create database like coffee shop, no, so that's the name of our database. Okay, so what is inside the coffee shop, or what is uh, the coffee shop database is having many table, no. So kay ang coffee shop, this is a database, it's a collection of table man. So ato ning buhatan of table ang sud niya, no. So mao na siya, na siya mga table, no. We're going to create table, no, and it is not only a table, no. There are lots of object inside the database like procedure, like view, later, no, ato nang i-explore, no. So for now we are going to explore first how to create table into the database, no. That is the very important. It's because a table is the one that is accepting data from the application. So meaning to say, if we make table on the database, this table now can accept, no, information, no, a lot of information that we are going to put it into table, no, ma-insertan na to siya og data. Okay, klaro ra, nasabtan? Kinsa pa naglibog? Barnay ha, naglibog ka? Unsay database, unsay table? Do you have any questions?
None so far, sir. Klaro
Yeah.
na, sir.
Klaro ra. How about arrow?
Kana.
How about barnayha?
Sir, naglag ka, sir.
Okay, naglag di ay ko.
Yes, sir.
Kato, wala na. Hinay-hinayon lang nako ako ang storya para dili ko maglag.
Adton tagalas 12 na, sir.
Asa man day karon day nga lag magayo. Naka sa inyo
Madung.
ha?
Madung diri.
Sir, hinayang mong internet, sir, mo log.
Okay. So maglag ko kanang ako maning record ang ako ang kana ang giipang istorya. So tan-awa lang ko niya ako sa Facebook ha. Day barday ha. Unya, don't forget to click subscribe. Wow.
Okay, sir. Tanaon.
Kanigin si Jason, sige katawa. Okay. So we're going we move forward now, okay? So I have to press the enter key so that we can show the what is the content of my presentation this afternoon. Okay, so this is the starting of MySqL, no? So sometimes other people pronounce it as MySql. No? So okay, on the core server, enter the command MySqL. So you should then see the MySqL prompt, no? So I guess no gi-perform na ni nato last meeting, no? So
Di ba, sir, i-record atong katong ga-discuss ta about aning kuan?
yes, gi-record na ko to pero wala pa na ko ma-upload, no? So kanila siguro akong i-upload kay wala man gud ko presentation ato gud na wala mo guide. Wala pa sad ko ka-upload og presentation sa ato ang classroom.
Pero sir, okay naman to, sir, kay naamay ko animo kanang step by step ba.
Well, yes. Okay, yes, of course, no? Ako lang gihapon tong i-upload, no? Duha na akong utang ninyo. Kandoy karon mo kato. Okay. So we have here, okay, you should then see the MySqL. Okay, so to perform this one, okay, so let me perform. Okay. So makita ra ninyo akong screen right now. Oh, wala di ay. Wala ko na.
Wala, sir.
Wala, yes. Entire screen. Yes, screen 1. Yes. Okay. How about that? Are you seeing my screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, before we
Kita na, sir.
yes, makita na. Okay. So, good. So, before we go to MySqL, we should check first if the server are running. So, right now, if I'm going to look at my application, no? SAMP application is not running. Okay? So, wala ko'y SAMP diha, no? Mga makitaan. Now, I'm going to run my SAMP first. So, na ako'y icon diri. So, akong i-run. So, pag run na niya, that's automatic mo run na diri. It's minimize na siya, no? It's background, no, application. Now if I'm going to show the status of my SAM, okay, so may right now it's running, no? MySqL makita naton diha. So maka-green ganin na siya, it is running, no? I have two server running like Apache for my PHP and this is for MySqL, no? If green na siya, no? Sometimes, no, kung naay mga error, it's not a green background ang MySqL diha, no? For example, I have to stop this one. So wala na siya background green. If I start this one, so mo run siya, so na siya background green. So meaning to say, it is running, no? It is up and running and it is good to go in MySqL. Okay? So after that one, we have already turned on our server and we are going to use the console application to access to MySqL. We're not going to use the any editor, no, for MySql. Actually, there are a lots of uh, editor for MySql, but right now we are going to use the console command. Okay, so to activate the console command, no, I have to press Windows K in my keyboard, Windows K plus R. So it will now, the run command will appear, and I have to type cmd. Okay, and then I have to press enter, and then I have here, no, the black screen, no, appear in my screen. Okay, I guess you are looking right now this screen, this black screen, no. So right now in my prompt, no, actually it is inside the users and KWD folder, no. I am on drive C. So there are a lots of drive, no, in my in this laptop. It is configured as multiple drive. So right now I am currently inside the user KWD, no, and this KWD, it is again another folder, no, users. So my folder for some, it's not in here, no. So I need to go out in this folder or in this directory. So I have to type cd and followed by backslash and then enter. So I am now out, no, from those folder above. So right now I am on the root directory. I am on drive C, but since my folder for some is not in the drive C, so I need to go to the drive which I have the SAM folder. Okay, so in your case, maybe your SAM folder is in drive C, so you can look, no, you can always look at the what are the folder or what are the directories in your drives, no, by using the command dir. Okay, and then hit enter. So you can always see all the directories, no, in your drives. Okay, so in my drive C I have no other file, but it is a Windows system. Okay, so I put my subfolder into the drive E in this computer. So again, so I have to mention, because this is very crucial, and maybe you will be misleading. It's
Sir, mo
because
na yung database.
yes, Bernay, ha.
Mo na yung database kanang imong gikuan karon.
No, it's not. It's not yet. It is the console. No, console. It is the prompt. It is the drive that we store the program MySql. No, right now I am discussing the exact location of the SAMP folder. Okay, so in your case, maybe you install the SAMP folder or the SAMP directory into your drive C. So right now you can look at your folder. No, you can browse, or you can list the all the directories in your drive. Okay, but in my case, since I am I configure this computer for a multiple drive, no, I store my some folder or directory to the drive E, no. So I'm going to change the drive right now. So to change the drive, okay, to change the drive, I have to type the drive later. See, let my sum is on the drive E, so I have to type E colon and then hit enter. So if you have noticed, the C prompt changed to E prompt, so meaning I am now inside the drive E. Okay, now I have to list all the folders or directories inside my E. So I will type dir or directory and then hit enter. So right now I have many folders, or I have many directories. So one of them is the sum. Okay, now I have to go inside this sum. Okay, so I type cd change directory and then followed by the directories. So sum folder or sum directory, no. If we are in the GUI, if we are in the Windows, we call it folder, but if we are in the prompt, we call it directories. Okay, now if I hit enter, no, I am inside the sum right now. So again, I list all the directories in my SAMP directories by using the command, no, directory or dir, no. Okay, so right now, no, inside the SAMP there are many directories, but I am looking for MySql directory, this one. Okay, so again, to change directory you have to type cd, okay, and then followed by the directory name, so MySql, hit enter. So right now, if you have noticed the prompt that we have e colon backslash SAMP backslash MySql. So meaning to say we are on drive E, we are on inside the SAMP directory, and another directory inside the SAMP which is called MySql. So we are two directories, no, inside the two directories. So we are now inside the MySql. If we are going to list it, so this is the directories inside MySql. I am looking for the bin directory. So bin or bin directory. Okay, so we are going to change again, change directory or cd, and then type the directory name bin, and then hit enter. So we are now inside the bin directory. Now if we list this one, so type dir and hit enter, there are so many files inside in it, no. So there are a lots of files, no. There are lots of program, but we are looking for MySql exe. So this one, MySql. So this program, MySql exe, is the executable file to access your database. So right now we are about to access the database server. Okay, so to access the MySql database, just type MySql, okay, and then you have to type negative u, okay, negative u for user. Okay, so I did not change any default configuration for this MySql, so I have to type the username as root, no. So this is the default username for MySql when you install root. If you have password, you have to type negative p and then followed by your password. But if you have no password, just leave it. Just type negative u and root and then hit enter. Okay, and now we are inside the MySql database. Okay, so if you have noticed, no, a while ago, drive E to sige niya, SAMP, niya, MySql, bin. Right now, it is changed into MariaDB, and then right now we don't have database that has been used already, no. Still no selected database, no, right now, because we can see here it's a none, no. So right here in the prompt there is none, so there is no database selected yet. Okay, so right here, no, after we type the MySql followed by negative u for your username, no, default username is root. Okay, so I recommend, no, when you install SAMP on your computer, so do not configure, just leave the default configuration and do not put password yet, no. So while we are still practicing, it's not a production, so don't put any password for your MySql, so that you're not going to have trouble, no, when you log in. Okay, later na ta magbutang og password when we are in the production database. So right now we are still practicing, we are still on the development, so just leave the password blank, no, para ma-practice ta, no, di na ta magproblema. Okay, so this is it, no, we are on inside the database, no. So mo na ni siya ang database, no, Barnay ha. So if you are going to look at it, no, welcome to the MariaDB monitor. Okay, command end with semicolon or \g, no. Your MariaDB connection ID is 8, server version 10.4.8 MariaDB, no? Or you can access the mariadb.org, no? For the free distribution. Okay, so we are inside the database actually, no? So we're going back now to the presentation. Okay. Okay. Show primary monitor. Okay.
Excuse me sir, pwede mo tanala sir.
Yes, yes.
Kanang so kung magkuha ng tapon sir ba kung manay mo na may panson sir.
Oh yes.
Para may sumbalik, sampra may download lang sir.
Sam, yes, Sampra may install.
Sa console mo siya yung or
Right now, we are going to use console, no? Console lang sa ta. Okay? So basta magsugod ta ari sa ta sa console, no, para ma-familiar na to tanan ang commands, no? Kay adto gud ta sa editor god, no? Like I show you one time, no? It was an editor. Buan kayo dito, no? Very simple na lang kayo na siya kanang GUI, na siya icon. You can just right click, you can just click the icon and okay na, no? Pero ari sa console we are really typing the command, no? So that is why we familiarize all the commands, no? So it is a start, no? Console lang gid sa ta, no? Later na, no? Later, when we are in the database 2, maybe we can use editor. Okay? Or, I'm going to show you also how to use the editor, no? So, right now, no, as a beginner, as a starter, we are going to use console. Okay? So, I tell you, no? Inig-adto ninyo sa editor. So, muingon nang inanaon raman day ni sir. Sayon raman day kayo, no? So, karon ato sa i-practice atong kagalingon nga maglisod-lisod sa ta, no? Para inig-abot na to sa sayon, so hayahay na ato ang pagtrabaho. Okay? So murag ka nang mag-boxer ba? So before ka musalang sa away, daghan pa jud kag mga practice nga agian, no? Daghan pa kag mga sakit nga agian. Okay? Okay. Okay. So creating the database, no? So create database. So this is the syntax, no, of creating database. Create database and the database name. Okay? So create database user, no? Create, so pwede po ta mag-create og user for that database, no? On the core server, you have only been granted permission to create database whose name is your username. Okay, so unya na ta mag-create the username. We're going to focus on the database. Okay, using the database, so we have to use database, no? Use username, no? Dropping the database is deleting database, no? Drop database name. So we are, when we see drop, it is deleting the database. Okay, drop the database name, it's deleting the database, no? So drop. So there are miscellaneous commands. Okay, so what are these miscellaneous commands? Okay, show databases. Okay, so show databases, this we're going to show all the database on the server. Okay, show tables. Show tables will show all the tables in the database. So in the selected database. Okay, so kung nakaselect na ka og database, iyang i-show ang mga tables. Okay, so show columns from table. So you can show also the columns, no? Or you can type describe, no? And then it will also show the structure of your database. Okay, drop table, then table name, you are deleting the entire table. So you have to be careful using drop, no? Maybe someday na mo yung mga database nga ma-encounter din, you have to be careful using the drop, no? Drop is deleting table and also the contents of the table. So if there are lots of records in the table, so it will also delete it, no? And if you have no backup, you cannot recover this data. Okay, drop database name, so you are deleting the entire database. Okay, So load data in file into a table. So it is actually the command when you are going to load data. So later na lang na siya. Okay? So ato sa nang i-perform show database, show tables. Okay. So balik ta dito. Okay. So right here in our console wala pa tay na pili na database, no? So we're going to look at all the database in this server. Okay? We're going to show the database. So ganito ang command, show databases. Data. Sige pa kung keyboard. Databases. Okay. So pag type na tong semicolon and then we hit enter, it is now showing all the database in this server. So right now we have the copy example, we have the copy shop, we have the DB clinic, so we have the information schema. So these are all the database in this table. For example, we're going to use the database that has been listed in here. So you have to type use and then followed by the database name. Say copy shop. Semicolon and then hit enter. So right now, okay, na-change na dire from none to coffee shop. So meaning, it is already selected the coffee shop database. Okay? So what we're going to do is to show, show tables. We're going to look at the tables in this database. Semicolon and hit enter. So there are tables in this database, no? Customer, vendor. Okay? So balik ta sa atong presentation, okay? Unsa tay ingon niya? Show columns from table employee. Okay? So we're going to look at the columns, no, of the table. Okay? So let's say for example, these are the tables, customer and vendor. Now we are now going to look at what are the columns of the customer. So I can say show columns and say customer, then press semicolon and hit enter. Okay. Woo. Columns. Sakto ba kung spelling? Customer. Okay. Balik ta. Show columns from table. Okay. Show columns from table, say customer, semicolon, and then hit enter. Oh, customer. Yung spelling, customer, show columns.
Employee, sir.
No, it's not employee. Wala man tayo employee nga table diri, no? Show columns. Well, actually, I have to kung dili na siya mugana, show columns from table customer. Sakto man. No, kung dili siya mugana, I say describe, say parehas ra ni siya, describe, and then may ko og customer. Yan, no? So ipakita na niya ang mga columns. Okay? So it's the same as show columns from table customer. So you have to type describe. No, they are the same. No, it will show the structure of your table. So right now in our table customer, we have customer ID, customer name, and address.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, kanang curious lang ko bang ano nga ni gana tong show?
I guess it is in the version. No? It is in the version.
Okay. Till
Yeah,
it's updated.
Yes, there are lots of updated versions, so gi-paste out na to nilang command, no?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So,
Yes.
describe na natin, sir.
Yes.
Bago na.
Yes, describe. No, it is not new to MySql, but it is describing the table, no? So I do not know anong wato siya ni gana bibi sa iyahang version. So ato ning utron show, so columns from table. Sige, atong balikon, no, para show columns sakto ang spelling sa columns, no? From
Big letter siguro
table.
puro sir.
Big letter siguro sir.
Big letter
Yes?
sir.
No, it's the same. Okay ra, wala dili siya case sensitive.
Dili siya
Dili siya case sensitive. Show columns
Oo.
from table. No? So same ra gyapon, iya ra gyapon i-display ang columns. Unsa error niya? You have error in SQL syntax, check the manual. Yes. It's a version issue, no? So you have to use describe. Okay? So same, no? Describe na lang ang inyong gamiton. Sarawan to. Yeah, describe and then the table name. From customer. I need to remove this one. Show columns from. Yan. Same gana. Ninggana wa? Ninggana, di ba? Show columns
Ninggana.
from customer. You need to remove the table.
Butog di kasi.
Na kuandra na sobraan ra o kanang table, no? So ang instruction dire, no, it is the table is the employee, no? So you need to remove this one table and then you have to just write the table name, okay? Sama na siya, no? Parehas ra siya og
sir.
okay ra, parehas ra siya og kanaang output for the describe, no? So ari na lang ko sa describe kay usa ra ka word akong isuwat, okay na dayon,
Sayon
no?
ra po no.
Yes, sayon ra. So mo na siya ang sud sa table nga customer. Okay? Okay. Question. Do you have any question?
None so
Okay.
far sir.
Wala. Sige, magpadayon ta sa ato ang presentation. Okay, so that's the miscellaneous command. And then, okay, deleting database. Okay, so for example, we're going to delete the database, no? So, how to delete the database? So, balik na punta diri. Okay, so inahinay lang ta, no? Okay, so if you are using, no, let's say for example, this one, I am using the copy shop database, no? So, you can identify nga currently you are selecting that database because it is being displayed right here, no, in the prompt. So you can drop that database, no? Okay, so again when we go show databases, semicolon, enter. So this is the database, no, that we have in this server. Now if I want to delete this copy example, I can delete that one, no? So warning lang, no, if I use drop, okay, it is actually deleting the entire database. So meaning to say, if you have no backup, you cannot recover this database. And if there is more information in this database, then you cannot retrieve this. Okay, so be careful using drop command. Okay, so drop and then say database and then say coffee and then example and then semicolon and then hit enter. It will drop the database. So sa ato pa og ato ni siyang issue databases again, mawala na ng copy example nga database diha. So if I enter, so okay, no, query okay, 0 rows affected. If I'm going to show database again, so wala na, no, copy shop example, so wala na, no, na delete na to siya. So we can no longer recover that one because there is no backup for that database. Okay, so again, to create database, no, for the benefits of those who are log ang computer, so create and then database, no, the word database and then followed by your database name. The database name is given by user, no? So if you're the user, ikay magbuot kung unsa ang imuhang database name. So for me, for example, I have to use the coffee, say coffee blanca, coffee blanca. Okay, and hit enter, and then I am creating the database right now, and it is successfully created. Okay, and because there is no
Sige daw,
error.
i-show daw, sir.
Okay, if we are going to show the database right now, it is the copy blanca listed in the database
Wow.
object. Okay, so if we are going to change the database into copy blanca, so mayroon lang ko use, okay, use, and then copy blanca, copy underscore blanca. And right now, na-change na ang ato ang database because it displays right here in our prompt. Okay? Now, if we are going to show the tables in this database, there are no tables. Okay? Wala pa siya tables. So, to create tables, no, balik na po tayo diri sa ato ang presentation so para natay guide. Okay? So, I guess next ani is creating table. Yes, no? Create table. Okay, so if we're going to create table, this is the syntax. Okay? Create then the table, no, if it is temporary, you can use temporary. This is syntax. The table and then the table name. So if not exists, okay. And then you have to type in the columns, no? The columns, okay? Then okay, we go to example. Continue, no? So example, reference. Okay. So column definition, so the column name, the data type, no? Say for example, numeric ba, string ba, data ba, no? So not null, okay? So column definition, it is the column name, then not null, so meaning to say it's when you insert the data, no, it's going to error if there is no data, if it's the content is null, no? So you have to write null lang primero kay para okay ra, no, de mo error. Okay, so you have to also to put auto increment if it is auto incrementation. So let's say pag insert mo 1, next insert 2, no, dili na ka mag-save og number, siya na mo automatic og increment. So naa na siya auto increment. And then you have also to put if it is primary key or not primary key. Okay, so mao na siya imuhang ibutang. Okay, so for the data type, so this is the data type in MySQL, no? So this is the very common. So there are data type that it's not listed, no, in here, no, wala mabutang nako, but this is the common. For integer, we have a tiny integer, tiny int, small int, medium int, and we have int, no, and we have integer and we have big int. Okay, for the real numbers, we have float, we have double precision, we have real, we have decimal, and we have dec, and we have numeric, and we have fixed. Okay, this is for the real number. For the text, we have the car, no, and followed by the length. Okay, and varchar, and followed by the length also, no. So we can say car 2, so it is the character 2, no, so meaning to say duha ra ka character ang iyang i-accept. So meaning po kog varchar, and then the max length, so meaning kog varchar, and then 20, so meaning to say it is only accepting 20 character if you save information. So additional, if you have more text to save, you can use text or medium text, small text, or napadaghan, no, nga mga text, no, kung daghan kayo mo ba sa paragraph, 2 pages, 3 pages, no, you have to use text, no, para daghan siya masuod, no. Now if you want to use images, if you want to save images, you can use blob data. no, blob data type. Okay? So wala lang diri ang mga data type karon. So you can always look at the W3 scroll, no, na ay updated nga mga data type dito for the new version.
Gamay na lang atong time, sir.
Yes. So kanino maghimo lang kog example sa table, no? So create table on your table name. Say lahi na po, let's say employee. Okay, employee. Okay? Mingon ko og ID, EMP ID 59, 1 minute lang yun. Unya mingon ko og N. Unya mingon ko og not null. Okay? So si wala unya na lang ato lang nang i-edit. Okay, unya mingon ko og say first name. Okay, unya mingon ko og barcar. Okay? Bar car. Pila may sud sa first name, pila may pinakataas nga name. Siguro kanang mga 50. 50 lang. So kana lang.
Sige,
Kana
sige.
lang sa, no? For the benefits of the example, no? Kana lang sa. Okay? Now semicolon and hit enter. Okay. So mingon na ko og show tables. So na natay table. Mingon ko og si describe, no? Describe nako si employee. Oops.
Spelling sa employee, sir.
Oy, nasayop ang keyboard.
Finish, sir.
Wrong spelling, nasayop ang keyboard.
Palit ka bagong keyboard, sir, kay murag
Yan. Lagi mo, sticky na akong keyboard. So nakita na niya ang iyahang structure. This is the structure, no? Ang iyahang field or attribute, AMPID, first name, ang iyahang type diri, int 11. Barcar, 50 ang iyahang first name niya. Null, yes. So we need to say K, dili siya primary K. Okay, so we are going to continue this one next meeting. So maybe ato ning i-modify
Yes,
ang
yes, sir.
kaning nga table. No, i-modify na to ni ato ning dugangan. Nya this AMPID, we are going to make it as primary o niya auto increment. Okay? Okay, so kindly study the
picture ta, sir.
yes, picture. Yes. Thank you, Jason. So mangwartas ata. Okay. Okay na. Kuha kay ka, Jason. Okay. So, I guess it's already time and thank you guys for listening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Goodbye, class.
Sir, please ko link sa YouTube, sir.
Yes. Ako sang i-stop ang ato.
Link sa YouTube, sir.